If you're ready to harness the power of your communications data, blast off with Nylas today.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Coding with Nylas, the live stream where we talk about programming, APIs, and more. Today's episode 96, so we have gone a long way. It's exciting. My name is Blag, Senior Developer Advocate.
And my name is Ram, Developer Advocate at Nylas.
Hey Ram, how are you doing today?
I am doing good. I'm just trying to stay out of the heat.
Oh yes, we had a heat warning. It's been pretty tough.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to enjoy the warm weather as much as we can, but before what comes next. But I'm excited for today's live stream. What are we talking about today?
So today we're going to talk about how to build a terminal daily planner with Textual. So if you remember from past episodes, and if you haven't seen that, just go and watch. I created a daily planner using Nice GUI. So it was kind of like a web interface. So I want to show that before we actually jump into the Textual one, just to refresh people, or just for people who haven't seen previous episodes, know what I'm actually talking about. So let me share my screen real quick. So I'm going to run my Nice GUI script. And this one is going to open up my browser. There we go. So basically, here we have a calendar. We can choose today, for example, and it's going to display all the events that we have for today and also all the emails that I haven't read. I'm always on Inbox Hero. That's what I need to create this one just for the live stream. Let's make this a little bit bigger. But then I guess can go like back in time. I can go to Friday 1st. You're going to see I don't have any unread emails that day, but my events change. So that's kind of like the idea. You wake up in the morning, you run this, and then you have all your events and all the emails that you haven't read for the day. So the idea is that we're going to make the same, but on the terminal window using Textual, which is an amazing library to create terminal-based applications. So before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us the thumbs up. Like every video, subscribe, click on the little bell to get notified every time we're doing a new live stream. And remember, we're getting closer to the 100th episode. Also, go to nylas.deadpost.com, join the hackathon. I think we still have around 26 days.
Yep.
So you have almost like a month. Just go there, create your account, and you're going to receive an email with goodies. And one of those is going to allow you to create a free Nylas account. You can connect up to 10 accounts. And then the idea is that you build something using email, calendars, and any AI tool. So deadline, October 2nd, 2023 at 6 p.m. EDT. Now we can jump into what matters for today. So what I'm going to do is going to close this.
Blag, I was wondering, I think you've done a live stream with Textual before. I'm just trying to remember what it was with.
So what I did was actually an email client.
Okay,
gotcha. You can read your email, you can reply, delete, and create new emails. Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was kind of challenging, but it was really, really fun.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think I remember that. You can use commands to go ahead and type in and put emails, send emails, and read emails.
Yes, exactly. So let me reshare my screen. So I'm going to run it here. So that's not the one. It's not Playground, actually. It's Daily Planner. I always create a sandbox just in case. Here, there it is. So let's make this bigger. So you can see here, I put a button because Textual doesn't provide a control like a date picker yet. It's on the roadmap, but it's not there yet. But I found something on GitHub that actually does the same thing. So you see here that it's selected for today. I can click here, and I can select any other day that I want, which is amazing. So when I click Get, in the same fashion or the same matter, I'm going to get all my events and all the emails. And you can see that I have just a new email saying that I'm a great fit for vocal instructor. Okay. they haven't hear me singing. I'm pretty bad at that, so I usually get this kind of emails like, "Yeah, you can be perfect for like piano teacher, things like that." Like okay, whatever. Um, but you can see that here's the idea. So I can back in time. Let's say Friday. I'm gonna get the events for that day. I didn't have any emails that I haven't read. I usually read all my emails. But this way, you just can wake up, you open your terminal, you run your daily planner, and then you have all your events and emails for the day, which for me it's just quite amazing. Um, so let me show you. This is the one that I grabbed, Textual Date Picker. So it was created by uh, Mitosh, probably Mitosh. Uh, it's pretty nice. I think they claim this still in beta or alpha, but for me it's working just the way I need it, which is just select something and display it. So let's jump into the source code. So with Textual, you need to import a bunch of things because it handles so many different things. So we need to import like app, compare result, containers. You can import widgets. So you basically import what you need for whatever you're building, which is great. Here also I'm using Pendulum, which is a really nice library to handle dates in an easier way. That's cool too. So what we do basically is we load our environment variables. We initialize our Nylas API client, like as always. And then here we're going to create the header for the data tables. So we're going to have two data tables. So one for the events, one for the emails. So here we're going to call it like calendar rows, date and title, email rows, date, time, and title. And here is kind of this class daily planner is going to be kind of our main class. So let's make this just that bigger. So here I'm just doing a little bit of style for the components. So a little CSS so I can align some things and kind of like put the green background here and the blue background here and put the kind of like the box surrounding it. Just basic CSS. Here is important because here I'm doing the binding. So I'm binding the E key to the exit, so or the app quit. So basically here I just can press E and it's gonna quit the application, or I can press the E key or click here and it's gonna get out of the application. So it's nice. And you can actually bind different keys to different actions, which is amazing. So this one here can be considered our main screen because here we're gonna have our header, which is gonna be this one here, daily planner. We're gonna have our footer, which is gonna be the controls that we wanna bind. Also, we're gonna create a label, and you see that I give it a lot of spaces just to have it in the middle. It might be a better way to do it. I just don't know about it. And to be practical, I just put a lot of spaces, and that's it. Here I'm calling the date picker or the day select. Here I'm just calling pendulum now to pass today's date. And this one is gonna grab here today's date. And as I show, I can go and select whatever I need, which is amazing. Here I'm gonna have the button get, just to get the events and the emails. Here's the data table for the calendar and the data table for the email. Then when we press the button, we press the button to get events and emails. So we're gonna ask if the button that we press was get, because I put that as an ID. Obviously, we only have one button, but it's always good to make sure you're actually pressing a button and you're getting that. So we're gonna call this populate table. But before that, you can see here that we have this on mount. So that basically means that when we load our application, let's actually quit and reload it. So we load it and we still have this date title, date time title. So they appear, right? They are there. Let's put it that way. So basically here I'm kind of like creating the table, I'm specifying the cursor type, I'm saying that it's going to read for calendar rows, and I'm doing that for both, just so they are displayed on the screen. Now, the populate tables is important one, because once I press get, it's going to go into get events and then on get emails. Once it has that information, it's going to kind of like repeat this same thing that we did here on mount, but this time it's going to have some information to put inside the data tables. So I press get, it's going to get information, and it's going to display it. So to get that information, for the calendar, what we're going to do is we're going to just grab the element date, so the date that we have here on the date picker. We're going to convert that into string, and we're going to split it into year, month, day, because what we want to do is say, like, we want from the start of the day until the end of the day, like covering the whole day. And with that, we're going to go into our events endpoint. We're going to pass our calendar ID, start after, ends before. So we're going to grab all the events for that particular day. So we're going to clear whatever was on the data table. And here, we're going to make sure there's a start and end time, or is a whole day event. Depending on that, we're going to pass, like, I don't know, from 1 to 2, or all day event. And then also we're going to pass the time and the title. So it's going to appear here. And it's going to be almost the same for the get emails. So, of course, there's a lot of repetition. I could probably just put a function and replace all this, but I just copy and paste. It was easier. And here I just replace events with messages. I'm reading my inbox. I'm specifying that only one email that I have not read. I wanted to limit it to 5, but obviously we can change this. We can completely remove it, and it's going to grab whatever emails we have. We can put here false. It's going to be unread emails. And this is just going to fill the data table. Here, to run the application, we're just going to say that the app is going to be Daily Planner, which was our main class, and then we're going to run it. So when we run it, we're going to have this really nice interface that we can interact with. And actually, I haven't done this, but you could. We could actually double click, for example, here, and you can load a new screen with information of that particular event. Or you can actually read your email here as well. So
it's really cool.
Yeah. Obviously, this is going to be in a couple of days on our GitHub repository. So you're going to be able to do whatever you want or cancel it the way you like it. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you.
I love, I don't know why CLI or text-based applications I thought are definitely underrated. I would love to see more of them, especially for going through emails, which you've done, and now you've done it for calendar.
Yeah. I mean, I love terminal-based applications. I mean, they have a lot of potential, and I think they're making a comeback. I mean, I have seen really crazy things. So
more to come.
Yeah. And yeah, actually, I have a personal project that I'm going to release once I finish. It's going to be pretty cool.
That's awesome.
As well.
Yeah, so maybe friendly reminder, live streams every Wednesday and Friday. So we're approaching, I think we have a couple more to go before we reach 100. So tune in every Wednesday and Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Pacific for a live stream. And don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're watching this video, or you started watching, or you're kind of joined, please like and subscribe the video. We love to kind of get your feedback and do more live streams in the future.
Totally, absolutely. We love your feedback, and we love to get more likes on our videos, obviously.
Nice. Just one more thing I wanted to share. Next week, next week I am at API Days London.
Mhm.
So I'm doing a talk there on how to leverage a combination of generative AI and API. So that's September 13th to 14th.
Nice.
So if you're in London or if you're attending API Days London, I'd love to see you there and connect. So either if you can come to the talk or you can drop by our booth as well. We'd love to see you next week.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's next week. You can check it out, apidays.global /London. And definitely more events to come, but we'll take them one at a time. And also, I just wanted to, before we wrap up, let's talk about our next live stream. So I know most people have heard of NoSQL based database or SQL relational databases. Here, we're going to look at how we can build vector databases using emails.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So as an example, what I've done or what I want to demo is how can we actually take all the emails I've received in a week or take any recent emails and then start having conversations about them in terms of, hey, did Blog message me about this, or what was this message about, and see what the response is.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're going to look at how we can store email and email data using vector databases.
Nice. Yeah, something I still need to play with. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, and don't forget to follow us on social. We're kind of like everywhere. So find us at Nylas everywhere you can.
Too many socials to list. They keep on changing names, but we're on the interwebs. You can always find us if you search for Nylas.
Mhm.
And as well, our developer docs are developer.nylas.com.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, please know there our documentation team is working very hard to get the most awesome documentation ever. So we also need your feedback. So remember, you can go to developer.nylas.com, and for each piece of documentation, you're gonna see like 3 faces, like happy, not so happy, and kind of angry. And you can choose one of those. You can leave a comment. If you think the documentation is awesome, please let us know. If you think it's not so good, let us know. And provide us feedback that will help us to make documentation way better, the way that you deserve it.
Yep, totally. We love to hear from you.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's it. Just final reminder to go, to go to nylas.devpost.com and sign up for the hackathon. So we have prizes, not for free, so don't worry. If you win, you're gonna win something, and also you're gonna create something cool for the future of communication. So that's all an awesome thing.
Totally. We'd love to see what you have built.
Totally. All right. Thank you so much, Ram. Thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and see you Friday.
Bye everyone. See you.